Hi folks, this is Sean Hyman coming to you from Los Cabos, Mexico, where I got to teach about 335 people how to trade currencies this week. It was really a pleasure, and I'm sure a lot of you were there. It was great to see a bunch of you and meet a lot of you face to face. Now into our chart of the day. I want to show you something that's actually a free charting tool that you can use out there. There are many free charting packages, but this one happens to have several things that I like. I don't make a dime off these people. I don't get paid for endorsing them. Most of them probably there at that company don't even know me. So, but you go to netdania.com, netdania.com. Once you're at their homepage, you click on the products tab here. And then they've got two charting packages I like. One are the finance charts, which I'd encourage you to check out. But the other is the NetStation charts that we're going to focus in on today. So you click on NetStation here in the left-hand column. Go over to where it says click here. Once you do that, you'll have this load up, and it will take a moment to load up. That's why I've already preloaded it up, because it is Java and is loading up several things there. But here's one thing that I like to do with this charting package. You'll notice that your quotes are over here, and as I'm filming this, of course, the market's closed. It's on the weekend. But what I like is on this Majors tab, I can click twice on the percent change column. The first time, we'll take the percent change to bring up the biggest losers first, percentage-wise. So I click it again, which is the second click, and it'll take it to where it puts the biggest percent gainers on the at the top, and the biggest percent losers at the bottom. So this is an intraday tool that can be useful to use. So, for instance, if you see Aussie Swiss here had a 1.08% gain on the day. Now intraday you would see it leading the way in the pack, and that could tell you that this is one of your leaders, and it would bode bringing up that on your chart and taking a look to see if there's some momentum there on the upside that you want to take advantage of. Also, you see Aussie dollar was at the top of the list. You see dollar CAD and Euro CAD were at the top of the list, and Aussie Kiwi. So just at a quick glance here, this tells you that there was intraday Aussie strength on Friday. It also tells you that there was a lot of CAD weakness because of its employment report. CAD weakness was there as well. So it's a quick way to find out what's weak and what's strong. I can also scroll to the bottom of the list and look for the biggest percent losers for shorting candidates. And by the way, there will be other things on here real time, like gold, silver, oil, things of that sort that I can find as well. But pound yen, euro yen, Swiss yen, dollar yen were all the biggest percent losers on the day. So that tells me that the yen, was very strong against these other currencies, bringing all these down. So it's a quick way to find out strong and weaker currencies, and it also is a quick way to automatically rank and see which ones are being affected the most. For instance, the yen was strongest against the pound on Friday, and that's why it was down 2.06%. The others were practically half that, 1.22, 1.17, 1.03, etc. So this is one reason why I like this chart. I can get a quick snapshot of what are the intraday gainers and losers. I can also go to the world markets here if I want to and do the same thing. I've already clicked on it twice, so I can look and see what the world markets were doing and which ones were up the most. I can see which ones were down the most. For instance, if commodities are weak, it could mean that I'm going to see weakness in the Aussie and the CAD and the Kiwi dollars. If they're strong and leading the way, then I may have some strength there. I can also, for you stock traders out there, you can also take a peep at your Dow Jones 30 stocks and see which ones were leading the way. For instance, a lot of people may not realize General Electric was up 6.24% on Friday. And same thing with your NASDAQ 100 stocks. So there's a lot there for stock traders, currency traders, commodity guys, and you can see all of this in a glance. The neat thing about it is, I don't know how they do it really, because any real-time feed I've ever seen in stocks, there was always a fee associated with that, unless you happen to have a live feed through your actual broker, and they would give it to you free because you had a brokerage account with them. But for just bringing up a free charting package, I've never seen an absolutely free charting package that had no strings attached that gave you free stock quotes as well. So something for stocks, currencies, and commodities, all there in one little whack there. And when you want to go to their charts and change the chart, one of the easiest ways to do it is just left click on it and drag it over here and let up from your chart, and then you just click OK, and it'll change your chart to, for instance, $CAD. Once you click on your chart here, you'll be able to get this menu up here and apply studies and all kinds of different things. So, and there's some news here that you'll see as well, and a few different features there. But it's an interesting free charting package. But the biggest thing that I draw from it is the rankings that can happen here, because a lot of times when people see pairings moving, they don't know whether it's, for instance, the Aussie or the Swiss moving that pair, or the dollar or the CAD moving that pair. But when you group them in percentage gainers and percentage losers, you can quickly see common themes stack up, like we did, with Aussie being the leader here in the percent gainers, and with CAD being on the right side of the equation here. So we know that's a big loser on the day, and that tells me, which currency is leading the way and leading the charge, and even how much by the percentage gain up or down. So it tells me which charts I might favor if I'm intraday trading. So that's the chart of the day. Hope that was helpful. Thanks so much for attending. Bye bye.